that side. Is there any difference? You think this is my better side? Alright. Can I cross my leg? No? Alright. Hey guys, having a chat. Welcome back. Thank you very much for tuning in. Now, tonight, tonight, I have a great interview with Mel McLaughlin from the Big Bash. There's a little bit of background noise. We couldn't really get a quiet, secluded area, so I apologise for that. So Mel's hosted the Big Bash. She's hosted the Sochi Winter Olympics, Com Games, Soccer World Cup, you name it, Mel's hosted it. So here's my interview with Mel McLaughlin. Enjoy. You studied a Bachelor of Science at uni. Now at school were you into your sciencey kind of subjects?
Yes, definitely. Biology, chemistry, the whole bit.
Right, okay.
Proper nerd. Love it, still love it.
Now you started your media career as a producer at Radio 2 in Sydney. How did you go from studying science at uni to landing that first media job?
Well, when I finished my the sports obsession never stopped, you know, my whole life, but through school, through uni, when I was studying, playing sport, the whole bit. So when I left uni and I was working in it, working in environmental science, even just you're online, you're just checking results always, you know, like I'm sure like everybody does, sports fans. And basically I was looking up an NSL result, and there was an ad, I saw an ad for a small radio station in Sydney, and it was for sales, which I'm not anyway inclined in that area, but basically I was sitting with another graduate and we were just talking about writing in, because they seem to do a lot of sport. Yeah. So I wrote a letter and went to the general manager, met with him. He was good enough to say, just come in for a meeting, and he said, look, there's nothing here, if you want to do work experience in the sports department, great. And so I went in with the sports producer there, and the head sport came in. Had this distinctive accent, Irish American, weird mix, and I knew it just from voicing over football and soccer football. So I said, yeah, that guy, and then we just sat and we talked for hours about football, and yeah, from there, I did a little bit there, and then the sports producer happened to resign, so he rang me out of the blue and said, come in. And I said to him, I can't do that, because I just couldn't imagine. He said, you've got the passion, so fine. So I learned from there, and it was just the best job, working in all different sports, and football was the main one, so for me, heaven. And producing a little bit of reporting, a little bit of presenting. It wasn't the plan, but from there we moved on to the A-League, and I was producing there and met someone there through a commentator who was starting up a show, so I produced that, a kids football show that went to SBS, and then while I was there I went to Sky News. I'm boring, but that's the background.
So in 07 you joined Fox Sports. You worked as the host of Soccer and A-League matches. Did you feel as though the move to Fox Sports was sort of your big break in terms of your career and media-wise?
I guess you could call it. I didn't look at that because I honestly didn't spend my life going, I'm going to be on TV. It just kind of progressed. But I will say that when I was in radio, when they made the announcement that the NSL starting the A-League, and it was a way off, but that's what they were going to do. That's the one time I looked and just went, I just want to be part of it. I don't care what I'm doing, I want to be part of that. So going to Fox, it's a great environment. I loved it. But I guess that probably was it, without realising. I guess it was moving to the A-League and the Socceroos.
And then in 2013, you were poached by Network 10 to host the Big Bash. Was that a tough decision to make the move when you were in the soccer and ingrained at Fox Sports, to then make the move to...
Hardest decision I ever had to make. Really, really tough. And because I know it's not normal for us, sports in us, and I'm extremely attached to football. For me it's very personal, and absolutely love my job. I did think about it for a long time, and I think the reason, it was an amazing opportunity at 10. Even, bosses at Fox, some of them, they understood. I wasn't sure how it was going to go down, but they understood the role. It wasn't, I didn't leave for the Big Bash, because that's 6 weeks, I would never leave, just for the 6 weeks, but the opportunity, was hosting the Big Bash, and then it was Russia, and then it was Formula 1, Glasgow, and the boss said, now I'll send you to Brazil, you can do the report, Socceroos reporting. So that helped. It's just an opportunity that I just had to try and I had to give it a go. And you know, it was an amazing experience. Doesn't mean I don't go to every football game I can whenever I can.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I do love all sports, and yeah, I wouldn't have traded that experience.
Yeah.
It's very special.
Now, in regards to the Big Bash, what's it like working alongside Ricky Punching, Viv Richards at Gilchrist? How's that?
Yeah, that's the other thing. The first season of the Big Bash for me, you know, I was feeling a bit anxious in terms of, you know, it's on at the same time as the A-League and all this sort of stuff, like, whatever, just me. But one day I was going to work very early on and just went, this is an awesome experience. It's so much fun. The head of sport at 10, he's got together this great team on and off camera. But the cricketers, they respect Dave Barham, the boss as well. But they all basically, they're all on board with what he wants. And, you know, they're all mates. Viv, he's, you know, he's as cool as he looks and the accent is great. But yeah, they're a great bunch of guys. Good mates are sledging all real because they, you know, they all know each other so well.
Yeah.
But they're all real students of the game. So the good thing is you sit back and you listen to them commentate, have a laugh, and just recall stories from years back. And you know, they did it on air, off air. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now you mentioned some of the things that lured you to 10. Now in 2014, it was jam-packed with the Big Bash, Winter Olympics, Formula One, Swimming Championships, World Cup in Brazil, and then the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow.
Yeah.
How tough was it to prepare for on-camera hosting roles with that schedule, like going from place to place? Do you spend a lot of time sort of up in your hotel room reading stats on players?
I spend a lot of time in my head. It's very true in whatever country or state. But yeah, I do like to. I'm a bit of a research nerd because you just want to be across things, and it's not a matter of learning the sports because you know sports fans, you know the sports.
Yeah.
And Winter Olympics, you've got to get up to speed with a few things, same as in Glasgow. But cricket, if you know the game, so that's fine. You just, I guess when you've done it for years, there's a way to know what you need to be across because a lot of it is reactive to what's happened anyway. And you can only prepare. A lot of it has got to be what you know. You want to be able to recall something that happens. You know, because you remember 4 years ago this happened there. You know, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm always researching that because there's always something to be learned. You know, there's no way you know. It doesn't matter. Worked in a few years, you never ever across everything. So you just try to stay on top of things all the time.
Now on your trip to Brazil, you caught dengue fever. How did you deal with that while you were working?
Well, to be fair, the timing was great.
Yeah.
No, not great. As best as it could have been because. Yeah. Look, when I was big, like you don't know. Anyway, it came through only towards the end of the trip, so I was there for some reason. We were there for 2 weeks before in Victoria in camp. Yeah. That was all good. So did all the reporting fine. First game fine in Cuiabá, and then the second game Porto Alegre. That's when. For me, that's when it kind of hit me. I didn't really know, so I still reported, got the job done, and then the last couple of days is when I didn't really know, didn't realise what it was, just fevers and stuff. So the last, I still reported up until I think the last 2 days is just I'm just going to go to bed. Like, I think I was in hospital on a trip or whatever, so yeah, it's fine. It's so fun. I had it like months later. It was reported in the paper.
Yeah.
Really? And I'd already been to Glasgow, so I made it. It's fine. We got there. So yeah, it was a little bit. It wasn't great, but you know, it's fine. And more important, I still had the best time. I didn't tank the experience.
Yeah.
It was an amazing experience, and you know, luckily, only the end.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I've got a little, I don't know, segment that I've kind of made up. I don't know if I can call it a segment, but fast favourite 5, so it's just some of your favourite things that I've got. What's been your favourite hosting role so far?
It would be Big Bash last year, like the first one was special.
Yeah.
And looking back now as I have, Russia was amazing.
Yeah.
Winter Olympics, it was a massive challenge and it was pretty special.
Okay. Favourite interview subject?
Person?
Yeah.
Across all of them?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I can come back to that one if you want to.
How really? You're gonna pick what?
I'll give you two.
There was one special one.
Yeah.
Well, there was a special one in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Michael Johnson and Sally Pearson together.
Yeah.
And heading into that, I was thinking, I better get this balance right. She just won, but there was a controversy. You've got another legend there as well, but you've got to try and make it work that they're both working off each other.
Yeah.
So that was a challenge, but I enjoyed that one. A couple in Russia. Seriously, killing me with just one. So I'll stick with that for now.
Alright, favourite sporting team?
Sporting team.
Yeah.
It's football, it's Man United, it's the Socceroos,
Yeah.
it's that sort of thing.
Do you follow anyone in the A-League? Are you not allowed to say because
I don't think anyone cares. But working in it from day one, it's hard to get 1,000,000% behind one because you have some soft spots in your team. A lot of us have always liked the Mariners, but I grew up in Western Sydney, so the Wanderers, they come along and I get to every game. I go Sydney, I go to whatever football I can, Victory, Melbourne City, whatever I can.
Yeah.
But it's hard not to have, an affinity with the Wanderers.
Okay. Favourite food? Chocolate? Yeah.
It's predictable, but it's,
I'm in the same boat. I've got an issue. I can't remember the last day that I've gone without eating chocolate. It's really bad.
Yeah, and you get edgy if you haven't had it.
Yeah.
Last night, the catering, the Big Bash, they have chocolate, and I'm normally going to have 12. They were just picnics. Just picnics. How is that your own option?
Yeah, that's not.
I'm not a diva, but picnics.
Favourite holiday destination?
I think because I would say I'm lucky now. Travelled a lot overseas, been to amazing places.
Yeah.
Love Spain, love Thailand, Hawaii. Lots of places in Europe, like Croatia. Go to England all the time because my family are English. I'm just rambling. But I will say that my favourites are, going up or down the coast of New South Wales. You like getting in the car. Because you go to all these places, nothing beats our coastline. Don't go to Clayton down. But amazing.
I'll have to try it. And can you tell us something that not many people know about you? Do you have a hidden talent? Do you have any
hidden talent?
Well, I reckon the fact that you studied science that you not many people would know that. Is there anything else along the lines of that that not many people would know?
I think, I don't know. I'm sure there's something in there somewhere.
You caught dengue fever, there's another one.
Oh, I'd really like that not to be my thing. I played 4th grade cricket for Parramatta. My highest score was 8, not out.
There you go.
So it's probably going to be a century.
On the way.
That's not my thing. I'm just thinking cricket. Give me something, jeez.
Now, last question. Did you used to watch Rove when that was on, ever?
Yeah.
You know how his last question was always who would you turn gay for? I needed to think of a question that was similar, but that's not what I'm like.
Okay. You see how I'm suspicious now. Okay, cool.
I wanted something that I can ask that's how I ran out all my interviews. So, if you could ask me a question, what would you ask me?
Do you want me to ask you who would turn gay?
No.
I feel like that's what you want me to ask.
That's not what I want you to ask. But now the interview's flipping, if you could ask me something, what would you ask me?
Just one question?
Well, you're more of an interesting subject than I am, so no one's gonna watch if you're interviewing me. So I'll just give you one.
Well, it's going to be probably a boring one, but what do you want to do?
I really want to work I want to work in broadcast media. I want to either do TV or radio. I want to be on a show, something like a light-hearted before the game type show. Later, further into my career, I'd really hope to have a show similar to what Rove had, like a variety show. There's not really many of them, or any that I can think of on Australian TV at the moment, where when celebrities come out to do movies and when someone's creating a new show, they go on and talk about it. So,
So on camera?
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay. Just do all the background stuff first. Learn everything. My job was producing for years, and I loved it, and that gives you the skills. A lot of people go from reporting to on it, whatever. Just learn everything you can.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks very much for having a chat.
My pleasure. It was fun.
I'll get Mel back on, and I'll just have some twirls there for her. I think that'd be quite funny. But who doesn't like chocolate though? So Oh. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the interview. Mel was great, she loves chocolate, as do I. Really fun. That was the first time I'd met Mel, and she just was very lovely, and yeah, so thanks again, Mel. Now, next week, I'm having a chat with Nerily Meadows from Fox Footy, and Nerily actually knows Mel McLaughlin, and we mentioned Mel next week in the interview, so tune in next week to see my interview with Nerily Meadows from Fox Sports. See you guys.